Ladies and gents, here is the exact roadmap to completely transforming your life in 6 months time. And if you really listen to what I'm saying, not just listen, but take on board and implement yourself what I'm saying, not only will you have a clear next step of where to go after this video, I promise you, you will transform your life just like I did mine. And I get to make this video because I did this too. Not in 6 months, I'm not following a roadmap. There were tons of trials and tribulations to go through, but a year ago to this day, I was still at home working a part-time job, having no aspirations, driving around a Polo, to now, a year later, moving halfway across the country in my own apartment, running 4 businesses, making 5 figures a month, and driving a Mustang. So I kind of understand the path in which I can condense down into like a 6-minute video where you can walk away knowing what next steps to take. And I hope that didn't make me sound like a douche. So I feel like I'm qualified to speak about it. Let me give you the roadmap to execute and transform your life in under 6 months. The first thing you need to do is sharpen up your priorities. And this basically means to get rid of all the shit that doesn't matter, all the stuff that sucks energy from you rather than giving it to you. Get rid of it. This could be people around you, your phone, your job. Get rid of anything that doesn't add any real investment or value to your life. And I don't mean ditch your family and go AWOL, because happiness and comfort is a type of value to your life. I just mean the stuff that deep down you know is not helping you improve and become a better person. Get rid of it. Ultimately, the things to get rid of are up for you to decide. And you also have to start consuming content that is benefiting you, because you are what you consume. There's so many people that are trying to jump on this path of self-improvement and entrepreneurship, yet the stuff that they consume and spend hours and hours and hours a day putting into their brain is rotting them. Everything from your TikTok timeline to YouTube to Netflix, it's not helping you improve. I guarantee if I took a look at your TikTok timeline, I could tell what and who you would become. So when I say sharpen up your priorities, I mean align your focus with what your end goal is. And when I say consuming helpful content that helps you develop, I've actually got the perfect tool for you known as the Kaizen. It is my very own daily email newsletter company that is designed and written to help you improve every single day. Whether that's improving your mindset, helping you make more money, or helping you improve your physical self. It will take you less than 2 minutes a day to read. It'll be in your inbox every single day at 10 AM. It's guaranteed to teach you something new and help you grow. So I'm not being funny, but if you don't subscribe, you're basically admitting that you don't want to develop yourself, because why wouldn't you? You have no reason not to. And I know you really like that kind of content because you're watching this video, so I'll leave it at the top link in the description. And sharpening up your priorities shouldn't be something that you do for like a month or a couple of weeks and then say, cool, done with that now. It should be something that happens over time, but it doesn't have to be a time stamp. So in the first month of changing, transforming your life, start developing a skill of value that you can sell to someone that's in demand of it. You're going to spend the first month with your head down, learning and absorbing and improving a skill that you can then in the future sell. And this really isn't hard to do. If you can really put your head down and make this a priority in your life to learn this skill the best you possibly can, then you'll be able to learn it to the point where you can sell it. What kind of skills? Well, look, to skills that are in demand that people are looking for. An example one is influencer marketing, right? The influencer marketing economy and world is growing rapidly, and which means companies are looking for agencies to take the influencer marketing off their hands, similar to how it's done with Facebook ads. And how do you learn it? Search it up on YouTube. I'm not being funny, but if you search up influencer marketing course or SMA course, whatever it is, you are going to find countless hours of content to consume. And it's good because the more content you consume, the more different perspectives you're going to get on how to actually develop and perfect the skill, in which you can basically take all that content, put it in your own formulation, recycle it, and then give it to someone else in exchange for money. Or go on something like Skillshare or Udemy, where you can search up influencer marketing course. You're going to have thousands and thousands of courses that people have made. Cool. Sacrifice going out for a weekend so that you can invest £100 into your own knowledge and your own future, take all that information and then recycle it into something you can sell. Learning and developing a skill is really not that hard. You just need to put time and effort towards it. And spend a solid month doing this. Head down, focus, whatever free time you have, you're spending it trying to develop the skill. So after the month of learning, refining and practicing that skill, now it's time to find someone to sell that skill to. And say, for example, you want to sell your skill to businesses. In this next step, you have to find businesses to outreach to. And this step is tedious. It takes some time. It takes some effort. But this is the part of where you're going to start messaging people, cold calling people, DMing people, emailing people, saying, I have this golden egg of value, which I know is in demand for you and is valuable to you because I've done the research. Here is it. Give me some money for it. Whether it's a service you provide or knowledge you provide, whatever it is. So people will not know about your golden egg unless you shove your golden egg in front of their face. And there's 2 methods you can do this, either through inbound or outbound. Now, outbound is essentially the process of reaching out to people, like I said, through cold calls, through DMs, through emails, whatever methods you want to. And then inbound is basically where you create an atmosphere that people come to you. Whether you build up social media profiles that you're an expert in this skill, in this industry, and people that are in demand of that skill come straight to you. Ultimately, you want to have inbound, because outbound costs time, it costs money, and it costs effort. Whereas inbound, the inbound and building a personal brand around it, not only are you planting another seed which could skyrocket into anything. It's how I started my business, but you're also helping with the outreach. Especially with a personal brand, not only are you building another business that could essentially skyrocket into anything, that's how I started my business, but you're creating a form of inbound. And if you want to learn more about how I actually do this step by step, then which at the end of the video. And you're going to have to spend months doing this, months reaching out to people, building up your inbound lead tool, if you like, and you're going to fail over and over and over again. You're going to fail more times than you succeed, but once you do succeed, that is when it's going to completely switch. That's when it's going to be bliss, because you understand what works, how it works. Even if you make your first dollar, your first pound, you get your first invoice. Now you know how the system works. All you need to do now is rinse and repeat to a higher level. It's what all the greats do. Jeff Bezos didn't get given the Jeff Bezos Ultimate Handbook, or given the handbook of how to make your first dollar online, took the principles out of that book, and then basically scaled it exponentially. But don't aim too high. Aim to make your first small something. And once you know how to make that small something, you can make your next big something. So I guarantee it'll be the same process. You're still selling to the same people. You're just doing it to a higher standard, a higher level. But this is the hard bit. This is a bit where most people give up because it takes time. You will fail when you fail. Like I said, people will not respond. People will hate you. But once you succeed, once you get past that kind of like that hump over that wall of failing, it will be bliss. And that's when most people give up, because that is what hard feels like. Once you get over that wall, there's no going back. There's no going back to working that 9 to 5. Once you realize what is on the other side of that wall, you realize there is a whole new world out there. And ladies and gentlemen, that will transform your life. And at that point, once you actually transform your life, which I know you will if you watch this video and you actually put it into place, come back to this video once you've made it. Send me a comment and I'll jump on a call with you, because you are the kind of person I want to have in my network. Someone I know has great determination, similar to myself, and will be a valuable friend. And ladies and gents, that is the end of this video. Now, if you want to hear what I spoke about earlier about the process of outreach and some of that, stay for the next 30 seconds. If not, I appreciate you staying here and I'll see you in the next one. But if you're going to stay, hear out what I have to say. Because if you're a young, hungry entrepreneur that has watched all the way through this video, then this is probably a valuable kind of offer to you. So I want to introduce you to the Social Media Influence Supporting Academy. Essentially, this is an academy, a massive Discord community that I run that basically teaches you an online business. It teaches you the art of social media influence supporting, which is taking advantage of the influence marketing space like I spoke about before. And I teach you the very A to Z of how to start your own business. It's a community full of like-minded people that want to win similar to you, and it basically teaches you how to start your whole own online business. Very similar to how to do Facebook ads, but with influencer marketing in a unique way, which is in demand for companies that they want. And I basically teach everything that I spoke about before, from how to create your own systems of inbound and outreach, from sales calls, communicator with clients, the whole process of developing a skill, selling it to someone. So basically step 2 and 3 of this video that I just spoke about. And I'm not going to go on any more about it. If you want to look into it, click on the second link in the video description, watch the video that you see, it will explain everything, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.